Hi, Assalamualaikum to Madam Suhana binti Muhammad. My name is Nur Suhailawati binti Abdul Razak. Number matrix 2019248312. For the subject FIN242, I'm assigned to make a video for the individual assignment. This video contains question on cash budget and their answer, and also the question from short-term financing and the answer. So here is the question on the cash budget for the fourth quarter of 2014. First, we're gonna look on the answer on the cash receipt, which is have cash sales, credit sales, and rental. So here have a question and the answer for the cash budget. We're gonna look first at the receipt, where have a sales, cash receipt, credit sales for 1 month after and second month after, and then the rental. Okay, first how I get the cash sales. There are given a total sale and credit sales, so we just minus total sales with the credit sale. Here have October, so 80,000 minus 50,000 ringgit, and we get 30,000 ringgit. And for November we get 20,000 ringgit, and December 20,000 ringgit too. For the rental, they see in the question 2,500 every month, so we just put the 2,500 in the October, November, and December. The first question, they say that 70% of the credit sales will be collected in the month following sales, and the remaining 30% in the second month following sales, which means in the October, 70% multiply with 1 month after, which is September, 45,000, and I get 31,500. And for November, 70% multiply with 50,000, and I get 35,000. And December, 70% multiply with 65,000, and I get 45,500. And for the 2 months after, which mean October, 30% multiply with 2 months after of the October, which is in August, so I get 10,500 in October. So for November, 30% multiply with 45,000, and I get 30,500. And for December, 30% multiply with 50,000, so I get 15,000 ringgit. For the second part is cash disbursement. There have a credit purchase, insurance, dividend, computer, interest, wages and salaries, utilities, and other expenses. So here is the question and the answer for purchase and cash disbursement. First, we're gonna look at the purchase, which is the question says purchase are 60% of total sales and are made in the month of sales, and the supplier is paid equally in the 2 months after purchase. So for the purchase first, for the October, 60% multiply with 80,000, where I get this 80,000. So in the question given, which is in the total sales in October, so I get 48,000. For November, 60% multiply with 85% in the total sales of November, and I get 51,000 ringgit. And for December is 60% multiply with 55,000 ringgit, and I get this in the total sales of December. So in December I get 33,000 ringgit. For the supplier is paid equally in the 2 months after purchase. So here the calculation is 1 month after and 2 months after. They say it's paid equally, so it's same. The percentage is same, which means 1 month after is 50%, and the second month after is also 50%. So for October, 60% multiply with 60,000, and we multiply with 50%, and I get 80,000 ringgit. And for November, 60% multiply with 80,000 ringgit, and multiply 2 with 50%, and I get 24,000 ringgit. And for December, 60% multiply with 85,000 ringgit and multiply 2 with 50%. So I get 25,500. For the 2 months after, October is 60% multiply with 55,000 ringgit and also multiply with 50%, and I get 60,000 ringgit 500. And for November, 60% multiply with 60,000 ringgit and multiply with 50%, and I get 80,000 ringgit. And for December, 60% multiply with 80,000 multiply 2 with 50%, and I get 24,000 ringgit. And for the other item in the cash budget, which is in the cash disbursement, have insurance 3,000 ringgit and dividend 25,000 ringgit in the month of December. Here we put in the December. And for the computer, in the question says the company also plan to acquire a new computer worth 3,500 in October. It is agreed that 25% is on cash basis and the balance will be paid in the next month. So for October, 3,500 multiply with 25%, and I get 875 ringgit. This will put in the October. And for this November, which is the balance, I minus 3,500 minus with the answer in the October, and I get 2,625 ringgit. And then interest payment 15,000 ringgit at the beginning of every quarter. So here I put in the October part. And for wages and salaries, it's 20,000 ringgit. We'll put in the every month, which is October, November and December. Utilities says that amount 2% of the current month total 6. So October 2% multiply with 80,000 ringgit. November 2% multiply with 85,000. December 2% multiply with 55,000 ringgit. And for the other expenditure is 2,000, and this also I will put in the October, November and December part. So here is the final answer for the cash budget from receipt until the assets are deficit. For the net cash flow, total receipt minus with total payment, and I get 525 for October, and November is 2,675, and for December 4,700. Okay, and then for the beginning cash balance is ending CB, which is ending cash balance, and in October, which they give in the question, is 35,000 ringgit. So in the October, I put the 35,000, and to get the ending cash balance is net cash flow plus with the beginning cash balance. So I get 35,525. This answer I put in the beginning cash balance in November. So I minus these two, which is net cash flow and beginning cash balance, and ending cash balance I get 38,200. And for December, I do net cash flow 4,700 minus with 132, and then plus with the beginning cash balance, which is 38,200, and I get 42,768. And for the minimum cash balance, we're gonna look at the assets or the deficit. So ending cash balance minus with the minimum cash balance. For the October, I get 10,525. November is 30,200, and for December I get 17,768. So the final answer is these 3 months. For October it's excess, November excess, and December excess. This is the distribution of the question on short-term financing. So here is the equation of the short-term financing. They say in the equation, Meranti INC needs 150,000 ringgit, 150 days financing for each short-term project. The management has identified 4 suitable financing for the project as follows. There are 4 alternatives. So we're gonna look first at the alternative 1 and alternative 2. First is alternative 1. You can see here, EIR discount rate divided by 100 minus discount rate and multiply with 360 days divided by credit period minus discount period. So I get 80.36%. And for the alternative 2 say that issue commercial paper at 50% annual interest rate with flotation cost of 3,000 ringgit per paper. The face value of each paper is 50,000 ringgit. So we're gonna look first in the interest. We calculate first interest, which is principal multiply with rate and multiply with time. So I get 9,375 ringgit. For number of papers is principal divided by face value, and I get 3 papers, and the flotation cost cost per paper divided by number of papers, and I get 9,000 ringgit. For the EIR is interest plus flotation cost divided by the principal minus interest minus flotation cost, and multiply with 360 days divide 150 days, and I get 30.50%. So here is a calculation for alternative 3 and alternative 4. So for alternative 3, we can see here is interest. I do 150,000 ringgit multiply with 12% and multiply with 150 days divided by 360 days, and I got 7,500. And for the compensating balance, I do principal multiply with 2% and I got 3,000, and then I minus with the current account balance, which is 1,500, and for the compensating balance I got 1,500. And for the EIR is interest divided by principal minus compensating balance multiply with 360 days and divide with loan period, and I got 12.76%. And for the alternative 4 is interest, I got 6,250, and unsecured loan I do is revolving credit agreement is 300,000 and minus with the principal, and I got 150,000 ringgit. And for the commitment fee, I got 3,750, and for the compensating balance is principal divided by 50%, and I got 22,000 ringgit 500. And EIR is the formula is interest plus commitment fee divided by principal minus compensating balance multiply with 360 and divide by loan period, and I got 80.82%. So which is the best alternative for Meranti INC and why? So the answer is the best alternative for Meranti INC is alternative 3 because of has the lower cost of 12.76%. The last is discard commercial paper and negatable certificate of deposit. The answer is commercial paper is a form of a financing that consists of short-term unsecured promissory notes issued by firm with high credit standing. Generally, only large corporations with good reputation are able to issue commercial paper. And for negotiable certificate of deposit is incentive for corporate deposit money in banks such as fixed time and fixed interest.